Kitsmiller RV.
Hi, I'm Janine Kitsmiller from Kitsmiller RV, and today we're going to talk about what to look for in a pre-owned RV in case you have allergies. RV dealers are usually pretty good about cleaning up their units before they put them on the lot for sale, and one of the things that they like to hide is, well, not necessarily hide, not pointing fingers, but masking the fact that there may have been pets in the vehicle or smoking. And there's a couple things that we can do to find those things out, even if they've, tried to mask smells and things like that. I have a piece of tape, doubled over. This test is actually going to be kind of difficult to do in front of a salesman, and I always try to remind people that you're going to spend a lot of time in a used vehicle or in any RV for that matter without the salesperson there. And so you always want to have that person excuse themselves so you can spend some time with the unit privately, just to get a feel for the space, and so that if you have a spouse or a significant other, that you can sit in the vehicle and just talk about it without somebody listening or watching you. But one of the things we're going to do is get rid of them so that we can do the pet test. I like to take tape and run it along places that I'm pretty sure that nobody vacuumed before they put it on the lot for sale. Undersides of cushions. And even, can you see that? Yeah. Even if they've vacuumed these areas, they probably didn't go under here. Lots of pet hair, folks. So I'm actually going to send the cleaning crew back into this unit to do a little bit better job. But this particular unit right here has definitely had a dog or cat with very fine, dark hair. Now, as for the smoking, I don't actually have any wipes with me today, but if you can stick some either baby wipes or like the Lysol wipes, the antibacterial wipes, in your pocket, like in a Ziploc bag, so it's not so obvious. You don't want to carry a bucket of the things because the salesman's going to want to know what you're doing. But in the living room is a really good place to check this. If you can get to a vent, anything with a fan in it. Most detail crews will clean vents, but they won't necessarily take the screens apart. So if you can take the antibacterial wipe or baby wipe and run it across the screens inside the vent, you'll find nicotine there. That's usually one place that we don't take apart and wash in the sink to hide. And a lot of times you'll find cigarette smoke is one thing that's actually relatively easy for us to remove, except it gets into places and it really doesn't show back up after the, after the cleaning process. It'll show back up 2, 3, 4 months down the road after you realize that, whoops, I've gotten a hold of a coach that's been smoked in and now I own it. What am I going to do? Those are two things. The other thing we're looking for, primarily other than just sheer signs of abuse, is any water entry. Water entry is pretty easy to mask. You always want to look for areas where an RV dealer or private individual maybe has taken paneling out and replaced it. And it's usually pretty obvious if they've done that because they don't usually do a very good job of filling nail holes when they're done. This particular coach doesn't have any signs of that right now, other than maybe there's a spot here. Looks like this molding's been changed. You always want to look for swelling down at the bottom of any slide room fascias. That's a pretty good indicator that water has come in. You want to look at the condition of the carpet and like padding in and around each area of the slide room. Those are pretty good leak points. And around all the windows, you always want to feel around the bottoms of all the windows to see if there's any puckering of the wallpaper. Usually pretty good indication that they've leaked. But always, always open all the cupboards and drawers as close to the floor as you can, especially far front and far back, to make sure that you haven't had water entry that's gotten to the floor. Thank you for watching another Open Road Show webisode brought to you by Kitsmiller RV. Remember, if you have any other questions, you can reach us at the Contact Us button at kitsmillerrv.com.
Kitsmiller RV.